Fallout streams. Seems to be our more popular ones. We are doing, as the title suggests, the Glowie Tales, which is our modded playthrough. I suppose we should decide what faction we're going to side with this one. So, Minutemen, Brotherhood of Steel, Railroad, or Institute. Now, bearing in mind, Railroad and Institute will let us get Elder Maxon's coat and his unique Gatling laser. Though, at this point, we've got weapons that are far more powerful.
Yeah.
Like the advanced minigun, which does boom damage and has bigger ammo capacity. At the same time, we're going to go and pick up the ones we missed as well. Back in Sanctuary. But if we side with the Institute, we get to rebuild and reactivate Liberty Prime.
Excellent.
Yep.
You're hunting with a minigun.
An explosive minigun. To be fair, Radstag meat is very useful for us, because that's the one that gives us the extra carry capacity.
How about Radstag Mist? Because that's what he's going to be at the end of it.
This one apparently ate some duct tape. Suppose that's a sticky situation.
I can't recommend eating duct tape, although I have done it.
Right, we don't have any fusion cores. No, we have 50,000 of them. What am I saying?
Alright, because modded.
Because the mods. And we are Doomguy.
So the helmet will work.
We are overweight. But because power armor, we give 0 fucks.
Yeah.
Okay. Sanctuary is that way.
Whenever I'm sitting here watching this, I always think, I want to play this game again, but then when I get home, I never do. Like, I've got about, probably, about 3 hours.
Yeah.
I have like 3 hours to do shit. I probably won't do it even though
What am I going to do here?
As you said many times.
Oh yeah, take you up back and shoot you.
Yes.
It is, of course, the only cure. Also, people tell me. What have I told you about leaving your fridge out? This is what happens when you enter water in power armor.
Yeah, you just kind of think.
Well, at least in this game. In all the others, it's a standard armor, so you get to float in it.
So now
Stompy, stompy, stompy.
They finally made power armor what it should be.
Powered armor.
Basically a walking tank.
Yeah, it's it's exactly what it says on the tin. Powered armor.
There's a thing. Is power armor a fursuit people that want to be a tank?
Power armor's cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I've got anything against the furry fandom, but you know all the fursuit jokes and memes. But it's more being a mecha fanboy than a tank fanboy though.
Yeah. Well, I'm just imagining a suit of power armor with like a fucking gun on the shoulder.
Oh, so War Machine,
Yeah, basically.
which is still robot fanboy rather than just tank fanboy.
I mean, like the steel tank gun.
That'd be a,
loading would work.
probably a 20 mil, and you'd need some kind of auto loader on it.
Yeah, I wonder how that would work.
Quite easily. You'd have an auto loading drum or cylinder, and then some form of servo arm to load in a fresh cylinder.
Are you saying in theory it's not impossible to have this?
Assuming you can make the power armor work, and you're able to withstand the recoil, yes.
Well, you'd need some serious noise for that, because you didn't want to get death on one side.
Well, it would reverberate through your skull anyway.
I need to find out if there's a mod for PS4 that removes the limit to the size.
I think there is.
I need to find it, because I know what I want to build.
Such as?
Coliseum,
Oh yes.
the pit,
Yes.
Howling Walled City.
Yes. Yes, that. You're a gleeful little psychopath, aren't you?
Yeah, slightly.
Button. There. When you wanted to bring the armor home.
You shouldn't tell this. Don't machine gun the dog.
You can't kill him anyway.
Well, not in non-hardcore mode, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Besides, you think I would play hardcore mode?
Probably not.
There's no trophies for doing it in 4.
I mean, you probably could, but I don't think you would just for the sake of it.
I did. The only reason I did it in New Vegas was because there's a trophy for doing start to finish in survival mode.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, come think of it, yeah.
Right. We want that.
Power armor delivery beacon.
Yeah.
What kind of power armor does it drop?
Leveled, I think. Spike grenade. Swarm
You
grenade.
can't just start the game and get a suit of Exo 1.
I believe that is the implication. We want one of them. We want the Merv.
Mod to get the Sentinel power armor from the Obviously Creation Club and have as many as you want. Just have effectively your own brother of a chapter walking around.
Yeah.
I mean, it might lag the game to shit, but you know, be worth it.
Plasma blade.
Basically, a
That's
lightsaber.
that's the spear I mentioned.
I've taken
Krem's
Krem's
tooth.
and put it on a stick.
Yeah. Never actually used that one. It's a modified Deathclaw gauntlet.
Use energy weapons and. Yep, Thor's hammer.
Yep. Downside is we are now incredibly overweight.
Yeah. What are we going to do for this game? I don't know, let's take me all new and put a Rocky on the back.
It's less being Mjolnir. I'd say it's more Thunderhammer for Terminators.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Downside is we don't have a Storm Shield to go with it.
Ah.
We are not a Hammerator yet. Right, now we have to waddle our way back up the escarpment. Build ourselves a little ammo box in the house. Well, a weapon box. Because camera.
Probably being spied on by the Chinese. They've somehow found a way to get past Samsung.
But that's South Korean.
Exactly. Don't think the South Koreans are spying on us. Just yet.
But what if that's what they want you to think?
Phone laughs in Korean. Yours laughs in Chinese.
My nice shiny car. Just look at. Well,
Yeah.
and is that? Yes, this is my house. My nice shiny car. Just
Excellent.
I know that's just survived with 200 years just sitting there.
with holes in the roof.
And a nuclear blast going off not too far away. It just
Actually, in the glowing sea is quite far. My poor bed.
Everything scrapped.
Yeah. stuck in your head.
Resistant bite.
Better than most.
Spent most of yesterday just listening to Slayer for some reason.
Damn it. I wanted to go with intelligence, not charisma. Oh well. I'm not reloading that. Take too long.
Not too useless to have charisma.
Yeah. It'll help us with the buying and selling.
Yeah, charisma doesn't really, other than the buying and selling, it's not really too useful for me usually, because I don't.
You don't go a lot. You don't go persuading people. You just eat them.
I'm more a case of shoot first and don't bother to ask questions.
Shoot first, then eat, then maybe consider asking a question afterwards.
Take their head, put it on a fence post, and then start talking to it.
Oh, so like the soldier and meet the soldier.
Yeah.
Containers. Right. We're going to do this properly.
Got a dresser full of explosives.
Well, yeah. Weapons. Grenades and mines. Bullets. And I suppose we're going to need a... need something to put our apparel into.
Then just goes outside and builds a giant barn for all the bears.
I get the feeling that the bears would actually just fight.
No, I meant teddy bears.
Oh.
Guarded, of course, by a pair of Yowai.
This will go into
Bunker buster grenades.
those were fun. With Merv grenades.
I want one. Well, I want several.
Store one in there. Store one of those in there.
Here's a question: if I had those grenades, what would I throw them at?
Stuff.
Yeah. I like how we thought that was glitched at first.
But it's just a modded security baton.
Yeah.
God, I love it. I love that anchor.
It's a good anchor.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to be good for the video I plan on making eventually.
Of course.
Of course, we've got to get enough footage of it first.
Well, yeah.
I think, how long is that song? About 2 or 3 minutes?
3 and a bit.
Okay.
Store the 20mm rounds for the minute. The Argent cells because we're not using them.
327.
That was close.
Yeah, but good, better than me.
Still over. We do have junk to drop off as well. Oh, my law degree's gone. Oh well. At least I know I'm a lawyer.
I think in most games you tend to go from being lawyer to judge, jury, and executioner.
Hey.
Yeah, but can you blame me?
Not at all. Doesn't matter if, like,
Oh look, he found Stimpack.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Drug dog. A little comic I saw a while ago. It's the same joke, but someone said judge, jury, and executioner. They're like, don't you mean judge, jury, and executioner? No. They're just judge, jury, with a minigun kick scoring.
Take them.
There's some of the Americans won't get.
Yeah.
Although a lot of the things I say, Americans probably wouldn't get.
Maybe. Oh, we are carrying some teddy bears.
Ooh, that's his name.
Break down those two Mac 10s.
Ancient Mayan god called Amazots. I can't pronounce that word. Apparently look like this.
Kamazots.
Yeah. It was apparently Batman.
Apparently so.
Ancient Mayan Batman.
There are worse gods.
True. Aqua.
But tish. There are worse ones that don't come from an anime.
Got real gods?
Well, yeah.
Can't say I know many gods.
If you,
We're not on speaking terms.
but for classification, do you want bad as in useless or bad as in just don't follow them?
Do both. Start with the useless ones.
Can't really think of any that are useless off the top of my head. But if you want don't follow these, then Hera for one, Athena, because I know she's the goddess of wisdom, but she's exceptionally yeah, we're talking along the lines of just don't. Right? Oh, and Aphrodite as well. All three of them are very much on the scale of bitch, and pretty much compete for the title of bitchiest goddess ever. You wish I was kidding. Right. Athena turned Arachne into a spider because she heard that Arachne was a better weaver than her, and she didn't like that. So
Hey.
she had a contest with her, lost, and went, you know what, fuck you, and turned her into a spider.
Over here.
Over here, so I can turn you into an albino. Ring. Albino doggo. If you go through a lot of Greek mythology, rather than the glossy tales of heroism, you just go over and look at how many all the people who got screwed over. You take a look. 9 times out of 10, it's because Zeus couldn't keep it in his pants, and in his toga, and because Hera couldn't get at him, she went after the woman or the child, and generally just fucked their life up. Because Zeus literally fucked everything he could. Literally.
Zeus is obviously one of the ones I have heard about.
Mm-hmm.
He was, yeah.
Yep.
If it moved, he wanted to fuck it. If it didn't move, he fucked it anyway.
Basically. We're now back under the weight. Only just. Somebody wants me. Friend got bored. Guess he'll have to bully a banana. I got bored.
You're gonna have to explain adding that to the stream, man.
Nah, let them wonder. Oh my god.
We can't see as it involves a banana.
And a fate joke.
Yeah. You can probably get it from there. If you like Fate. If not, get into Fate. It's pretty good.
Basically.
A lot of cute girls.
Girls.
Only one of them.
That you know of. Do not tempt the almighty Nasu. You know he will turn your favourite historic figure into one.
Yeah. I still like the idea that, like, the historical figures that are actually based on real people, you bring them to the modern world.
Oh, my spear is invisible.
Oh. Too bad it's not a sword, then you can make a saber joke.
Now, to be fair, Saber did try and taunt Kukulane. Well, not Kukulane. Sasaki Kojiro. So assassin. By implying that her weapon might not be a sword because of invisible air.
Yeah. So it was actually a spear with a texture missing.
I know we're only level 1. Well,
The Pen of Atom.
level 3. So we are not firing this anywhere near ourselves. You fucking
love that
I was gonna say, you fucking love this weapon.
Yeah.
Alright.
Prepare to taste God.
No, way too close. Let's actually test out the spear. There we go. Sets enemies near you on fire.
What about everyone that's touched them?
You don't even have to touch them, it just ignites them around you.
These weapons are basically taking you from angry protagonist to angry sort of demigod status.
Oh yeah?
Whatever it turns you into, being angry.
Damn it, didn't charge enough. So you've got to sprint, jump, and then jump in the air. To do it, we need more AP. You see how and bursting mole rats with the thunder hammer.
If God gets a particularly large horde of enemies with that, then he's stronger.
Led Zeppelin intensifies. Like that.
Yeah.
He had an arm, you know. Oops, sorry. Yep, off open the cup. Hit the right dog this time. I was just trying to hit the corpse. Right. You know, when we get to the Museum of Freedom in Concord, finally, we are going to be using that, and we are going to be doing it at a distance to a variety of raiders.
Yeah.
And then if we feel like it, the Deathclaw.
Oh yeah.
So we are going to have to put points into strength first before we go there, so that when we get into the power armor that we have to use, we aren't over encumbered. we do have the supply cache of various weapons, don't we?
Yeah.
Pretty sure one of them was supposed to be here. Yep.
Something I was re-listening to for.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's a thing.
Fusion core rifle. So a railway rifle that fires fusion cores.
Really?
Yep.
Mine launcher.
Nuka grenade launcher. Next down, Fat Man. And that's the one that does the Earth thing, but boosted.
Ah.
So we know where these are.
Yep. We talked about this before, basically Trivial Pursuit, but the point is you say the answer and you have to guess the question.
Huh.
So loading of random Trivial Pursuit, well, I think you'll know.
There we go.
Oh, we've got the hot rod red flame paint.
Was it? The question was, or the answer was the Catman. In entertainment.
Danny John Jules.
Nope.
The only Catman I can think of that's in entertainment is the Cat, who's played by from Red Dwarf, who's played by Danny John Jules. And the game apparently thinks the sentry bot is active. Bear in mind that at this level this will horribly murder us. So it's a non-interactable object at this point. We haven't activated it because we didn't use the tape on the terminal. We just took the tape instead. So we are not going to get fucked by a sentry bot instead of doing the fucking.
Yes, it's on again.
What? Did you think I was going to try and fuck the sentry bot with an anchor?
Yes. Sentry bots doesn't have balls.
No.
You'd modify it just to.
You would.
Oh yeah. I do like that joke of like robots screaming, "Why was I programmed to feel pain? Ah! Why did you make me this way?"
Because it's hilarious. Okay, we are now at the very top edge of the map. So, we cannot go any further north.
There's a big wall there.
No, the game just literally won't let you.
You know in some... Cause I know in,
Invisible wall.
Oh,
That's what you want!
Because I know in one direction there was ice. In one direction there was... giant mountain. You couldn't get
Mountain
across.
range.
And in another I think there was just heavy radiation and golden geckos. I think where not even all the Rad-X ran away and radiation into the world would save you.
And of course, to prevent you from going in either of those directions at the start of the game, Cazadors.
Yeah. See, I tried to run through a castle a few times at the start of the game.
How'd that go for you?
I died a lot.
I.e. every single time, because no matter how fast you are, they are faster.
When I had the Courier Stash DLC, so I get some stuff at the start,
Yeah?
I made it through once.
On like 1 health and poison, so you died almost instantly after.
I survived.
Huh.
Because I had a grenade rifle.
And you got lucky enough to tag them from afar.
Yeah. I just kept blowing them up, like one by one. Like direct hits on the castle each time. I had to get fairly close. How I didn't get poisoned, I'll never know.
I've been stupidly lucky.
Yeah. That's in a nutshell, really.
Ah, damn it, we bled out.
The size of the hand killer in comparison to the player character.
Yeah, we bled out because of the blood bugs.
That was an old synth looks like.
Yeah. That's what a fully fleshed Gen 1 looks like.
It looks...
Like a crash test dummy.
I don't know why, but I don't want to punch it in the face.
just to see if the plates pop off.
Yeah, it's got a really punchable face.
Oh, wrong button. Didn't mean to tap the.
Might even kick it in the nuts.
No,
what's
you
the point of
cannot.
it then?
Ah, now we've got to do all that all over again. Shit.
That's a question. Gen 3, do you reckon they can breathe?
Probably. Maybe. Perhaps. I don't know.
Ready the Dojin artists.
Yeah, as if the world needs more of that.
Can never have enough.
See, so saith thee.
Just like in the future, just like sitting on a throne made entirely of hard drives, full of versions of other such material. Just like, I need more.
Like some mad Dojin god.
Yes. And then of course someone gets a shotgun and they go,
Nice.
Hey, I've got an idea. Let's recreate the ending of Old Yeller.
oh, God.
But sounds like a great idea. Boom. This was not a good idea. Ow. I suppose we can put the your special point into strength. Makes us a little stronger.
More capable of swinging an anchor.
And we can carry a little more as well.
Yeah.
You're very lucky you're muttering that very, very softly.
Yeah, I know because the microphone around.
Yeah. Like 2 foot away, well, less than two, no, about 2 foot away from you.
It's exactly why I'm not saying it out loud that much. Whispering it. Anyone that's seen the previous streams knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and we do try to avoid copyrighted stuff because, you know, we don't want lawyers getting involved.
Yeah. Although, the quality of my singing, if they can identify it at all, that'll be a miracle.
Organise these a little better so we're not having a mismatch set. And worry about the fine tuning.
Yeah. Yeah, my singing's on par with a bagpipe being put on a wood chip, so...
That's an analogy.
Hell of a noise, though.
You could say that.
I mean, if nothing else, the player might be a bit annoyed. Of course, I'm talking about chucking the bagpipes in with him attached, of course.
They wouldn't be annoyed for very long.
Yeah, true. There's the idea that that dedicated to their art, they're still playing while they're being chipped.
There we go. Just about got it in.
That's what he said.
I'm not a Stolfo. There we go. First face palm of the stream.
He's there just like, crying. This was apparently found in a group that takes this sort of thing entirely seriously.
Well, they're not wrong. If that's any consolation.
What are those two chemicals spell that name?
And they are consistently two of the most commonly found.
Yeah.
They're not wrong about it.
True. I do have a few things to dispute about it. A few things, perhaps.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly. Perhaps. On the off chance.
I like how we say all this sort of stuff and just like no context given.
Is there even a need for context?
I don't think you work it out from this. Other than there are two chemicals that are quite common and someone's made a stupid post about them.
Hey.
Set up some of these that we're carrying.
Engineering failures here.
Uh-huh.
Always like these. Architectural failures even.
Actually, no, the recessed sink could kind of work.
Given our viewpoint of children in general, I approve this.
Ha. But you've got to love apples, Cannon.
Oh, definitely.
2 mil with the rounds with the Furious Furious legendary mod.
No, okay. I'm not a plumber, but I don't think that's right.
No, that's a fail. That's a big whoopsie.
What kind of pressure are those pipes on these things?
Enough that that's a very bad thing.
So they've not installed a radiator so much as a pipe bomb.
Basically. They did a whoopsie. Deflect. Shooting bugs with a 2 mil.
Also, this one. At some point, someone had to have realised that something is wrong here.
Never underestimate human stupidity.
I think it's more a case of they knew it was wrong, but the plan said do this, and it's not my job to complain about it. Blame the architect.
There is also potentially that.
I've seen some brilliant examples of this not.
Fly swatting with an anchor.
Hey, it works.
Yes.
They apparently take 5% less damage from melee attacks.
Or dealing out all the damage from melee attacks.
It does mean that things that try and stab it in melee do a 5% less damage. a little bit with one of our 10,000 stim packs. That still makes you laugh quite hard, doesn't it?
Course.
Oh hey, it's the lockup.
And you die.
We know there are ghouls in there.
Oh, there's the thing. I'm trying to think what.
Make sure we quick save before we go in case we blow ourselves up.
I'm trying to think what weapon would suit best. Basically, whenever you get like a massive horde of enemies, like a stupid amount of them.
The Merv.
I was thinking, have you seen Hellsing Ultimate Abridged?
The Harkonnen 2. I know the Harkonnen, which, and I unfortunately haven't got enough of the volumes to have gotten as far as the Harkonnen 2, but because I do have Volume 1, it does have the Shaft Broken English trailer for the series, so it does include a scene from Harkonnen 2. Ow!
Ooh.
This is why we quick saved outside, in case we accidentally do that.
What I meant was the abridged episode. I remember which one it was. Where it's basically give this song. Go on.
Ready to Die, Andrew WK. Huh.
You seen the abridged episode of this in it?
Nope.
It's brilliant.
Ah. I've never actually listened to that particular song either. The only one of his I've ever really listened to is Party Hard. Because that's the one that everybody has heard.
Yeah, I'll check and see if I've heard it.
You'd know it if you heard it. Oh, that's why. Fire the Merv.
Goes up.
It does that. Oops. We died. Too close. I accidentally fired it. I didn't mean to. I was trying to switch weapons. You'd recognise it from the chorus.
Turn it down a bit so it doesn't overpower the mic.
Yeah. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Well, that worked out.
Yep.
Not quite the way I'd expected it to. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard this one.
Oh my god. Does kind of summarise your outlook on things though.
That's it.
Your outlook does tend to kind of be party hard. Dusty.
Forget to get the mop, get the broom.
Get the dustpan.
I always found out why Americans don't have kettles.
Why?
Because when their electricity works, we've got what, like 240 volts?
Yeah.
They've got about 100. The current isn't high enough to make a kettle work. Like the way the coil's basically...
Induction coil.
That's the word. It's not high enough.
Ah. But then there are coffees that don't use an induction coil, but instead use a just a heating plate at the bottom. Because regardless of the method used, it's called a heating element.
That's the reason I was told
And
on the site. Okay.
It's not 100, it's 110 or 135 or something like that. Hello, we do have a commenter. Hi, we may have missed it going up, but hello there.
Hi.
As the title of this is telling you, if you've been here since we started, this is a modded playthrough, so you won't find this in the base game. Oh, there's only the one ghoul. Kind of cheated. I threw a bunker buster grenade in here.
Those things are fun.
Very.
The
Yeah.
stupid level of power these mods have. I won't say this mod. Multiple.
Though the bunker busters come from one mod for what?
Locked tight.
Eventually I'll just blow it off.
Oh, it's in here. Aluminium, which we always need, because we do want to craft some of those power fists.
Yeah.
And another Grognak the Barbarian.
We always have aluminium cans because otherwise pods will still in the blender.
Yeah, the problem with that plan is that Mr. Handy's gives steel, not aluminium. It's Assaultrons and Sentry bots.
So they're going in the blender.
Flash paper flare. Huh.
Thing.
Clearly.
Modded or?
Probably.
Honestly, I know what flash paper is. I didn't know it was in the game.
Never encountered it before this.
I don't want to get some. It's
Yoink.
like tricks and that. That's the point of it. It's like an addition trick thing.
Yeah.
You can set it off with laser pointers.
Yeah, because it burns at a really low temperature.
Some trick a while ago. Essentially, you get like a modified ring, which is like a little star. And the way you design it, it looks like a normal ring from the outside. Paying slight bit of attention, I realise, oh wait, he's got...
There we go. Took a fair few shots.
Glowie did not want to die.
No, he did not. Armourer, blacksmith, gun. There we go. Got our gun nut, rank 1.
So gun nut.
Yes.
I was a Gundam. I was like, what kind of mods are you installing?
Oh, I wish. I fucking wish.
Just
Piloting Liberty Prime.
yes. Oh god.
Somebody needs to make that as a mod.
I've seen something similar years ago in Fallout 3, but that's for the PC. That needs to be a mod in this. It needs to be brought over to the PS4.
Just a pilotable Liberty Prime.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they do it, of course, but
Control it like power armor.
yeah.
Nice.
Literally, literal throwable nukes rather than nuka grenades.
How many fusion cores do you reckon it'd take at a time?
You'd need the beryllium agitator. Because that stabilises his core and lets him function properly after his rebuild.
So like a fusion core rifle, instead of firing ammo using fusion cores as ammo, it fires the fusion cores themselves
I believe that's the implication.
as a minigun, basically.
Not sure if it's rate of fire because we didn't try it out, but like I said, I believe that is the implication of
Like
it.
a railway
Rifle.
It's RW next to it.
Even the automatic does the semi-automatic. Crispy.
Get the dust man. Just like Nick following behind the Hoover.
To be fair, Nick is the best vanilla companion in the game.
Yeah.
Vader. 9mm rounds.
Yeah, have some blood.
You just noticed we injected thin air.
Yeah.
Enter the cellar.
Oh, there's an image.
Hmm.
So obviously the strawberry joke. I'm now imagining Fallout, going in the Phantom crossover type thing. It's like Hero and 02 are just like chilling in a bunker. 015's outside getting attacked by a ghoul.
Ha. People who have seen our previous streams know my opinion on 015.
Really do not like her. Like at all.
She got better, but what she did at the start,
I rarely see you show that much hatred for a character.
she was an absolute bitch.
This is true.
Sorry, dog. I didn't know where. Oh, wait, it was an 8-ball, not a 9. Damn it, I was going to say I didn't know Cerner was in here.
I was going for a different move, but mine was buggy, but I was calling it junkie, that's speedball, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not sure what it is.
We now have Diamond City permanently marked on our map.
It's like a mix of two things.
Crack and heroin.
That was a hell of a rush.
It takes half an hour to go through it, and God forbid you
That's
try and go through it quickly, because a speedball will kill you.
I can't say I have any intention to try it.
Nor have I.
I mean, crack cocaine? No, not trying that.
Just don't do crack in general.
Regular cocaine, maybe once, but
Not something to admit on stream.
I've not done it. I'm just saying.
Still, it's not something you want to admit, because
I've not done it. I don't have any. I know someone that could sell it me, but I'm thinking about hoping there are at least 2 people that could sell it. That could get it for me. Yeah, probably stay away from what the fuck in general.
yeah, maybe a little idea.
I don't need any help going more crazy, do I?
No, you do not. How many caps do we have?
All of them.
65k.
Yeah. Think that's enough?
Possibly.
Just running around with 65,000 bottle caps, God knows how much ammunition, 50k fusion cores, all these weapons, just somehow in a backpack.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
that's interesting. Oh, I got. Mate, you going in the blender.
iBots don't drop aluminium; they drop steel.
Wood chipper then. So, the old YouTube videos, is it a guy did a microwave this with an eyeball? Does it get a giant microwave? Just put the robots in there.
Yes.
I don't recommend it. See, steel from a gutsy / Mr. Handy. So this was a listening post.
What are they listening to?
Whatever they damn well want.
Push the button on the console, just max
If only.
That'd be a hell of a mod.
See, steel again.
Nice. That'd be a good mod though, wouldn't it? Just add in the character creation, hair options obviously.
And mustaches and the like.
Yeah. Some
Yeah? Yeah?
see
Yes?
base game.
No.
I guess he doesn't look like he fits in the game. He looks.
Oh god.
What the fuck?
Ow!
He was just standing there like.
I know! I didn't see him until I went in.
Mate, your bear's dead. And your friend.
Well, he was already dead when we got here. But the implication is the Yaguai killed him.
Is the Yowai supposed to be there?
Well, the Yaguai wasn't here when I was trying this out. There were raiders instead.
Could be part of the mod then.
This house is part of one of the mobs.
Oh, is it the whole house?
Yes,
I'm
as is the guy.
assuming he's got a quest or something.
Oh, we now have a new workshop.
Oh, a new area
Yeah,
for a mod.
Oh, hey there, Pop.
there he is. Wanted to talk to him.
Hi.
Yes?
Damn it.
Yeah? Huh?
No, he's not good. He'll blow his brains out.
No, because I came here before, he gave, I could barter with him.
Uh huh.
Well, there was somebody here I could barter with. It was good because they had some stuff. So I need to pause it a sec. I need to do something.
Okay.
So I'll be back in a minute, folks. Just got to disconnect the mic first so I can actually go somewhere. Okay, I'm back. Oh look, it's the Corvega plant at Lexington.
Hmm.
Oh, no, wrong one. There we go. You're just waiting eagerly for this, aren't you?
Of course.
You and massive amounts of mass destruction.
Uh-huh.
So, given our position, we are probably... Aha! We are close enough to start the Sentinel power armor thing.
You've got to destroy it. You've got to kill the fuck out of them and then take their insides.
No.
Or is it something different? Well. It's on fire. Okay. There's some good stuff there.
Mm-hmm. We,
Blew his legs off.
well, the armor plating. The Outcast version, so it's got the Outcast parts, colour part.
Good armor. Like good colour. Good to have it.
Debatable.
You're leaving it in the magic pile.
Yeah.
You gonna come back to it or just sit back it?
I don't know. Now we've done that part. I know that the Minuteman radio when we get it is better, but until then. Right, now we've got to plod back to Sanctuary. Because we are 150 pounds overweight. I suppose for the moment we're going to just have to cut down to the Merv, the Pen of Atom, and the auto cannon, well, the pulse cannon. We can drop most of the stuff off in the workshop at Skillzerk's house. Skillzerk being the author of 2 of the mods we have. Which includes the ridiculously overpowered, well, some of the ridiculously overpowered stuff. Like the bunker buster grenades.
Yeah. All these weapons. Pure destruction.
Like that.
You mean Arsenal? I swear I recognise that name from somewhere. Wherever they are, they ended up watching Boku no Pico. Because, yeah. And whenever of course someone asks in one of the groups what, like, they're new to anime, what should they start with?
Oh, it's Mark 4 as well, T54D.
At least one person has to say, of course, Boku no Pico.
Of course.
And very occasionally, we do see people replying saying they have tried to watch it. And of course, their responses ranging from rage to disgust to terror to, on the rare occasion, enjoyment. Those are the ones we fear the most. Yeah. The
Oh, yeah,
people
we have that. That one's
Oh,
fun. That one is fun.
the people that actually enjoy Boku no Pico. Imagine they've got me some out there.
Clearly.
Where are they, and how do I call in an airstrike?
We are back at Sanctuary. Now, drop off all of these.
I like the music.
Yeah, some classical radio. You know which one that is,
Mm-hmm.
because spoilers. It does mean we'll now have once we repair it, a complete suit of power armor.
I've always liked the idea of power armor. Not as in game, we actually having some.
Yeah. Right, we need to get up to rank 2 science to get the calibrated shocks, though. But until then, here's Brotherhood Outcast colours. It's black with the red to it. It's vaguely Legion of the Damned.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
If only a mod.
Yeah.
It needs to be a mod. Yeah, I got links to it. I stumbled across a petition, like a change.org petition. Get the Space Berries banned for 40k. Like, just remove them from canon completely.
Space Berries.
That's what the science said. Yeah, it's Space Berries. Apparently, the person that wrote it.
I remember when the Space Wolves used to be Space Vikings.
Yeah, you told me about this. They used to be a lot more.
A lot better. They used to be Space Vikings.
Only in recent edition.
It's only in the last, 3 editions where the writers went nuts with the wolf theme and did wolf, wolf, wolfy, wolf, wolf all over them. Where would we put the flares? With the explosives or with the ammo?
but that's what you mean, yeah.
They're treated as ammo normally.
Let's say ammo then.
Okay.
Like, neither answer's particularly wrong in this case.
Yeah. They're not listed here then. Though. Huh. But they are under weapons, so we'll put them in. I'll do that. I'll equip the last one just to see what happens. It's treated as a grenade, so it can go in the grenade slot.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, it's as an actual flare. Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Where's the petrol?
It would probably set off fuel on the ground, like fuel leaks, gas leaks, etc. By the same score, it's probably better for actual illumination. Ah.
He's actually a real guy. He's burning speed. One of his causes of and he was going to fund time travel research and go back and kill baby Hitler.
But the problem with going back in time to kill a person before they did a thing means they never did the thing, so you would never have known to go back in time to stop them.
He's an old man with a big beard and a welly on his head. Do you think he understands time paradoxes?
But it's one of the...
I know it wouldn't work. You know it wouldn't work.
As much as I would say go for it, could you be saving 6 million lives? More than? He would have never done that in the first place, so there would have never been a need to do it. So, as a result, you wouldn't have gone back in time to do it.
Exactly.
Therefore, he would have done it, so you would have gone back in time to do it. It's a self-fulfilling paradox.
Yeah.
A self-perpetuating paradox, rather. And as a result, it just... Yeah.
Just how much Tim versus Lord Buckethead. Good music though. I'd still vote for him though. If I was American, I'd definitely vote for him.
See if this
I buy and sell. Just put up everything you got, and let's see if we can make a deal.
There we
Let's see what you got.
go. Oh, he's got a micro Uzi. That's where we get our 9 mils. Reanimates things.
That's a thing. How does it work?
You shoot it, it gets back up.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
145,000 caps for that.
For that one pin.
No, for that.
The weapon.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What's in the note?
Weighs 1,000. I don't know.
It's just a sort of joke item.
I don't know. Ooh, 12.7mm rounds.
Going for the speed. You heard what happened to Farage yesterday, didn't you? He was on a bus doing his, like, whatever his politicians do, going around getting people to vote for them.
Yeah.
And there was something about throwing milkshakes at UKIP.
Yeah.
His bus was surrounded by protesters holding milkshakes. They
Ha.
couldn't move for like hours. I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen an update, he might still be there for all I know.
Ha.
Although all this protesting talking about it, it does make me want to go into town and get a milkshake.
What are you suggesting we just call the stream here and go and get milkshakes?
I'm not suggesting that, no.
Sounds like you're suggesting it.
Oh yeah, but we've got a stream, haven't we?
Well, you want me to hit things with, in the face of an anchor,
Exactly.
and I just want to shoot things.
Yeah. Things must be killed in hilarious ways. Who does do it? Who will?
Somebody else.
Yeah,
Another M16.
well, somebody else isn't us, so we don't get to see it.
And it's not getting broadcast, so nobody else gets to see it.
Exactly.
Do you reckon we should finally go and help Preston out?
Yep.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison-shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that
I
junk
would be
has done
so
to my boy?
penniless.
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strung out. Now don't make me come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours. Whoa, whoa. Easy there, Scabber. This doesn't involve you.
What's going on here?
That's a simple business dispute, got it? Trudy's sitting on a pile of goods that she owes me. I tried reasoning with her, but it looks like I gotta take what's mine by force. Want to make some easy money?
I'll talk to her. Maybe we can work this out.
Appreciate it. If things go sideways, we'll back you up.
I'm the muscle babe. Just don't piss me off, all right?
Hey there.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking. Well, he ain't getting his money. Period.
Why? What's...
Oh, that chem pusher didn't tell you? He got my boy hooked on Jet. Sold him a ton of junk on credit. And now he expects me to pay him off. That bastard ain't getting a single damn cap from me.
I want to help you, Trudy.
Get rid of Wolfgang. I don't know what he offered.
All right, Trudy.
Thank you. I'll... Kill all you chem pushers.
Something tells me he's not walking away from that.
Yeah, possibly. M16.
Didn't help. We are now over encumbered again. So we'll just sell an M16 to Trudy.
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag. Here, this is for you. Now, if you ever need to trade, my shop's open.
Let's see what you got.
All salvage, but nothing's junk.
Huh. General Charles Revenge. 50% more damage against robots. And it's a Chinese officer's sword. We're not supposed to get them until much later in the game.
Cool.
It's got some Mac 10s. Throwing rocks. As well. Hey, she's got an Ushanka. shotgun shells, argent rounds, 10 mils, 308s, 38s, 45s. Now let's see what we're going to do. Well, we'll sell her the M16s. Thing is, there's a note or something which I think might be in the safe, so we'd have to wait until she goes to sleep and we've got the ability to pick advanced locks.
Never take a hit at Jet again, I swear.
Reveals that there's more to her than meets the eye. Right? We know she's a tough old bird.
Yeah.
I mean, she's running a she's running a diner, and she's definitely got she definitely had a better gun than Wolfgang. So, yeah. But do you want to know exactly what was up with her?
This is
Closer with the latter.
okay, so it's one of those situations.
So no, not closer with the former, not the latter.
Obviously, she's killing people and cooking and serving them. Drug dealer?
She wanted a Wolfgang dead for selling her boy Jet. So she didn't deal chems.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and
So you're closer with that. Let's give these guys 0 cover.
Out of the way, dog meat. They're just up there like, what's he doing? Just shooting the cars.
Well, we destroyed that. We've destroyed that one, so there's definitely no cover. Oh yeah, this was a raider. Was.
A glowing pile of ash. What is ash? A glowing pile of ash. That thing.
Time for some bird.
It's such a fun gun.
Yep.
Just the rate of fire is just amazing. When we come here with a pipe rifle, a 10 mil,
Yeah.
instead we
Tire
go-
iron.
Yeah.
You know, basic bare bones thing. If we're lucky, shotgun and or a hunting rifle,
Instead of,
a minigun.
spits out way faster
Then the Dickens.
head of an angry god.
Etc. Etc.
You're a wolf though, so
Well, a German Shepherd.
good dog in any case.
Yeah, an attack doggo. A very loyal attack doggo. It's one of the only companions you never have to worry about affinity with, because he automatically has you at love.
Because he's a dog.
Yeah, he's a good doggo.
So you could go murdering everybody in the wasteland and still.
He would still love you to bits.
There we go.
If you started to kill everything spree, he wouldn't leave. He'd just start ripping people's faces off for you.
Yes.
Walk into a bar, first thing you do, rip someone's face off.
Well, he won't initiate it unless they're automatically hostile.
Like walk in, like sit down, it's like the guy at the bar's just like, we're not serving you, fuck off.
I'm telling you, man.
Whistle, and then the dog's up on the counter. Go out.
It did the sound as it attacked. Yeah,
Oh,
dope.
fuck.
I don't even know what's causing the sound. Yeah. We'll find out what's causing this sound, folks. It sounds like a pneumatic drill, honestly. It might be an enemy having one of these modded weapons. Well, we'll find out when we go off the floor anyway. Nope. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your time is impeccable.
Minutemen?
Protect the people at a minute.
The world's changed so much. None of this makes sense.
You alright? Listen,
My baby Sean's been kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
that's messed up. I'm sorry. I know how this world can be. A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First, it was the ghouls.
Ghouls? What are ghouls?
Wow. You really aren't from around here, are you?
One good idea can make all the difference.
Burgess? Tell us.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like...
I like it. And I can use the minigun.
Don't see why. Now, as for the armor.
I'll help if I...
What you'll
Nope.
need is an old pre-war FC.
But we can't get to the damn thing. Look, I figured.
Actually, I already grabbed it.
If you come in here with
Maybe our luck's finally turning around.
power armor and a fusion core, you bypass part of this already.
Nice.
Put my money on the fucking Vikings, man. I don't need to be stupid. Now, give them equal gear. Well, even equal gear. The Viking will quite happily rip your head off. Yes.
I want to see that.
Well, leaving the thing didn't fix it. At this point, I kind of feel like it's being a glitch caused by one of the weapons.
I don't get why the backpack doesn't fit. It seems to fit more or less in the armor.
Yeah.
Oh, it stopped. Obviously it's glitchy, but I'm just going to assume the explanation is the helmet's got noise cancelling. Let's get
Up here.
what it is.
Boss,
You'd think.
we got somebody up.
I mean, can you automatically breathe underwater in that armor?
No.
So it's a bit leaky. I mean, 200 years of gunfire and rust will do that to you, I guess.
Huh.
What?
When did we find that?
Metal storm machine gun.
Here.
Firing what was it? Smoke grenades?
5 mil.
What is
Got
that
something
smoke
over
grenade?
here.
Artillery smoke grenades.
Why don't you get down here?
Metal storm.
My boys have a little
Oh,
talk.
that's a song.
Places to be.
No, you're thinking metal gun. Metal storm is the caseless ammo.
I'm guessing it's got a very high rate of fire then.
Probably.
It's definitely like the metal storm I've seen in videos, like testing stuff out.
Yeah, because it's less a single thing, more each barrel is just full of it's just full of bullets, and they're fired one after the other in a continuous stream. Something like that, yes.
I heard it described as a swarm of angry bees.
Pretty much.
Very angry bees.
When that death claw shows up. There he is.
Hunting with the head of angry god.
Yep.
Things that should be a difficult fight are just...
Not even.
They're not even a fight, they're just estimates on.
So what, we're hunting Daleks now? Oh, sorry, I mean we're hunting Cybermen now.
I want to see that. I want to see a Fallout mod.
Remember
with
these?
Daleks.
The shotgun minigun,
Must have.
the automatic rocket launcher,
The death? What?
sword with massive sneak attack crit buffs.
Spelled wrong though. Unless it's designed to take your ears off.
It's massive sneak attack crits.
Oh, so it's actually funny. And I'm just an idiot.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's how most things are going to go with me. This actually makes sense, I'm just stupid. What do you know? I'm a fucking idiot.
Don't take full damage.
Once again, immigrants on the 25. What I should have been doing?
What?
I'm stamping every single gets fucked in the
Ha. But we are hitting with a hammer instead. We've marched through the so just marching through the sandbags.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me. Power armor.
Uh-huh. Gotta call the taxman.
Yep. What do you want to do?
Oh, there goes our arm.
I'm just getting started.
It's a slippery fucker, isn't he?
Ow. One more and we'll go bunker buster.
Not for one person.
We really need a reason.
True.
Oh my, look at all the spikes I've just done.
Especially a nail bomb, isn't it?
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Oh, this is pretty tough. I think he's had one too many. He's hammered.
Nah. Not yet, at least. But we are MC Hammer. Stop. Hammer time. Can't touch it.
I wonder what the effect looks like on power armor.
Exactly the same.
Power armor.
Yeah.
I still like that theory that the person you're playing Fortnite against is actually Loki.
Noob Master 69.
Yeah, whatever. Something like
Or Noob Killer 69 or whatever he's called.
something along those lines you'd expect a typical squeaker to have as a username.
Yeah. It's only a fan theory.
Take it easy,
Only.
Mom. You
Yeah,
okay?
but this is Loki we're talking about. If he had
Yeah.
a chance to fuck with
Quit
Thor, you
fussing.
think he wouldn't take it?
Obviously. That's why I said it's
was
only.
a pretty amazing display.
A theory.
I'm just glad you're on our
A
side.
game theory.
Yeah.
You guys gonna be okay now?
It's about games, so...
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move someplace. Listen, when we first met, you asked about the Minutemen. One thing you should know about us, we help out our friends. So here, for everything you've done, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, since you say that,
All right, Garvey. Oh. Please, tell me. I need to know.
You're a woman out of time, out of hope. But all is not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
I knew it. Please, tell me where he is. I need to find my son.
I can't see him. Not clearly. But I feel his life force. He's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great
What game?
green
What
jewel
platform?
of the Commonwealth.
Don't think it's
Diamond
just art
City.
renders.
The biggest settlement around.
What's in Diamond City?
Look, kid.
no, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk, it's gonna kill you.
Well, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die of
So she's absolutely
eventually.
telepathic, but only
We're
one
gonna
line.
need the sight.
Not telepathic.
Don't worry,
We're
that's
gonna
it.
need it too.
Telepathic is where you can read minds.
What's the future prediction? Let's see. I know what I mean. Can't get the word out.
Prognostication.
That's the one. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I don't want such a high impact.
Yep.
Very good at high end information.
Yeah, but the problem is you get three goes with chems, each one stronger than the last, and the third go will kill her afterwards. I don't know. I've never done it. I've tried to persuade her to get off the chems. It's never worked because it's a very hard check, i.e. red, and I've had nearly max charisma and I've tried. That's how hard it is.
Well, I'd probably see what she'd say on the drugs.
You would.
I don't see what you're implying here.
I'm not implying anything. You're the one who thinks I am.
What, I'm a drug dealing cannibal?
I never said that.
You're thinking it.
What, are you telepathic now?
Actually, I almost, I, at the same time, I wish I was telepathic, and I don't. Because you have no idea what kind of people think.
And you'd rather not know what they think.
Yeah. I mean, the hints you've dropped about things you've apparently seen that I really don't want to know about.
Yep.
There's only one thing I've seen that I sincerely wish I could unsee, and I'm assuming by comparison it's fairly tame. That USB maybe.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up.
Okay, so you still think that's fucked up. At least
Yes.
At least we've got a level there. I honestly wish I could unsee that.
Human Centipede is fucking fucked up as fuck.
I wish I could delete its existence from my mind.
I know the perfect way to delete it from your brain.
Whiskey, vodka,
No.
meth,
No. Those take too long.
shotgun.
I was going to say a hammer, but sure, let's go with that.
Fine, get the hammer.
Need to assign someone to this.
Harvest that. Plant some more melons.
That's the only thing I've seen that I honestly wish I could unsee.
So far.
I mean, there are some things I've read about, like the synopsis of, that
Seems
I
to
know
be
I
growing
wouldn't-
well.
If I watched it, I probably would want to unwatch it. So I deliberately don't watch it.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I don't watch horror films.
I'm not a big fan of horror.
I don't like horror films. Well, I like gothic horror. You know, like vampires, werewolves, etc. I'm fine with that. Because your brain gives you quite a disconnect. Because you know that isn't real. But splatterhouse films, you know, typical violent horror films, psycho killer, butchers everybody with X implement, that kind of thing. Yeah, no, that's one of those, fuck, no, just nope.
There was one film my dad was watching when I was around his. Basically, hackers like got into his group of friends, like their Skype thing, and basically forced them to do stuff, and he'd like dox them, release like frame them with like child porn and whatnot, and that sort of thing. And one of it essentially made them do more and more crazy stuff. And in the end, one of them he swatted them. They called the police to their swatted their house.
Yeah.
And then when he was like behind his door trying to convince him he didn't have a weapon, hacker gets into his laptop, turns speakers up, plays shotgun pumping sound effects, they all open fire.
Lovely.
And the reason I hated that was because that could entirely happen. People do get swatted a lot.
People do get swatted, but it wouldn't happen. You wouldn't be able to take over a computer to do that easily, or in such a similar.
It wasn't his laptop. They were laptops he found. That's how they got caught in the first place. He placed them there deliberately.
But yeah, at the same time, you'd have to have a very specific remote access program.
Yeah.
And you'd have to, the laptop would have to be currently connected to the internet.
It was. That's where
you'd also
you'd
also have to hope they don't erase the sound file or format it, etc. Because that would get rid of the program.
See, the problem is they've got MacBooks, I think it was, because of these generic laptop in a movie. Found them like on a bench, and they just used them as is. Now that's where they've been stupid. And if I found a laptop, I mean, for one, I'd probably, assuming I was in the mindset to keep it,
rather than hand it over to the police because lost property.
I don't know how you entirely nuke a hard drive on a MacBook. I've never used one, but I would do that before connecting it to the internet. Because once again, I understand how tech stuff works, and I'm paranoid.
Well, for one, there's always a restore to factory option. And that's all you do, just restore it to factory.
I've never owned a MacBook. I can guarantee
Nor have I.
I would not pay their money for one.
No, you just don't pay Apple money.
I mean, for the price of a brand new MacBook, I could get like 3 or 4 comparable laptops.
I wouldn't say quite 3 or 4.
No, at least 2.
At least one with money left over for upgrades.
I could get a better deal, I say.
Much better.
I could build a PC with far superior stats into money I could spend on, say...
You could build. You could probably build an entry-level gaming rig for the price of a commercial. Bloody.
Yeah.
What's it?
And for the price of a new iPhone, I could definitely build a good computer.
Yeah.
So yeah, people that have Apple products like MacBooks, iPhones, iWatches, a lot, I don't get them.
I mean, I get part of why they go for it. But at the same time, it just doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Because you're paying the price for the label,
Exactly.
and you just know they're going to bring out a new one 6 months later that costs three quarters as much again.
Yeah.
And it'll be pretty much a mandatory upgrade.
Yeah.
And it'll only be slightly better stats.
One thing I hate about Apple, that I say this all the time. You know how they handle the whole right to repair thing?
Oh yeah, because we've got the tweaks. We now get even more power out of generators and the like. Triple the power, triple the water, double the food,
Yeah.
etc.
If you have an iPhone that breaks, you have to either take it to the Apple factory themselves or a registered third-party company like shop. You can't fix it yourself. You can't go to an independent store because one, they don't sell the parts, and two, they specifically make it unfixable. There's a thing a few years ago, I think, that on the iPhone 5, the home button had a fingerprint sensor in it. But when that broke, which it did, people could replace them with just like normal buttons. And it worked fine. We didn't have fingerprints on them, but who cares? Now, Apple brought out a mandatory firmware update for that phone, and it deliberately checked if you could place the button. If you had, it bricked it.
That's just dick.
Exactly. That's why I will never give them my money.
Just a massive dick move.
Because they pull that kind of shit on the regularly.
Yeah, and I'm just comfortable with the Android platform. That's what I know how to use.
I like Android. I like Windows. I like Linux. I like things that I can actually...
I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah. I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here. Over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while.
Damn. You say you were frozen.
Just my son.
Damn. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
Say this, I like his hat.
Preston.
Yeah. Not looking at anything else about him, but...
And I hope you don't mind. I've had word from a subtle... The only chance to start trouble is... I've got my...
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis.
Whee! Whoa!
You willing to do some work?
I'd be glad to help.
Well, for start, just make sure there's a workbench over there.
Mama Murphy, can we talk?
I know what I'm gonna ask.
Right. 20% beds. No, they're not having my bed.
Welcome back, Mum. I do hope you were able to find some assistance in Concord.
You could say that. I made a few...
Can't have enough of them. I realize that I'm no Mr. Gutsy.
Right? Yes, of course.
Right behind you.
Oh, look, he got a fucking pipe pistol in his mouth.
Not to worry there, pup. Your mistress is...
Where did he get that?
I don't know. Right, while we're here, we are building dog meat. What?
A gun.
No.
Like a back-mounted gun that you can somehow fire.
No.
I want that as a weapon.
I know you do. No, we're building him a doghouse. So he gets his own little house as well. While we're here, we'll build one for Mishka for when we go to Far Harbour, and by the wolf.
After plays like a 100-part series just for the hell of it. Build some actual houses. Build some new settlements. I could try a settlement just for those two.
Just full of things to chase and bite.
And squirrels.
Well, I said bite.
I do like that joke, you know. Dog heaven is also squirrel hell. Quite an efficient system.
So, wait, there isn't a squirrel heaven. All squirrels are dicks.
They know that bird fever isn't for them.
Exactly. I said all squirrels are dicks.
I like the red ones.
Yeah, but you give squirrels any leeway, and they will wreck everything.
Is this what Brexit was about? Kicking the grey squirrels out of the country?
No, that's just what it's turned into.
I love the idea that they'll get so desperate and bored from all the politicians, whoever's like, arguing at the moment, they'll just be like, fuck it, might as well, and bring in a bill to get rid of the grey squirrels. Because remember correctly, they're American, aren't they?
Yep.
And they're bringing over a disease that they're immune to, but the native red squirrels are very much not.
And not even just that the red squirrels aren't immune to it. That grey squirrels are that aggressive. They go for the red squirrels. Well, the red squirrel's been pushed back to Scotland.
Typical Americans. I'm joking, of course.
There. Now, none of them will have a bed that's mine. I'm gonna have to manually.
That's fine.
Well, yeah, yes, I did. Bear in mind, the Doom armor is from the Creation Club.
Question, is it illegal to kill grey squirrels in this country? Like if I just happen to have an air rifle that was in the garden. I don't have one yet.
So you claim.
I wish, I like them, I haven't got the money. Well, I'd actually come to think of it, these days, I do, but... I don't really have the time.
To go and buy an air rifle.
Isn't it like, if it's under a certain pressure you can have it without any licensing or anything?
I don't know.
I think it's like under 12 FPS for a rifle and 6 for a pistol or something along those lines. There was a shop in Birmingham, I remember like a year or two ago, I don't know if it's still there, that sold these like proper realistic, I think they were either airsoft or like air pistols, like revolvers that I like the look of. You couldn't, just from looking at it, unless you took the grip off and found the CO2 can, you couldn't tell it wasn't real. I want one, although I don't fancy my chances walking back with it through Birmingham.
Well, not if you've got it out in your hands.
I'd probably leave it in whatever packaging they left it in, just to be safe.
So you'd be able to get it home.
That's a good point. It's like, I suppose you can't technically have those, but there's a difference between having it wrapped up as if you've obviously just bought it, and having it tucked into your belt like it's real.
Exactly. So long as it's not in your hands, it's out of sight, not easily accessible, you can transport it.
Okay, you can kill grey squirrels, but you're not allowed to make them suffer. So traps, guns, that kind of stuff, that's fine, but like you can't drown them, poison them, or beat them to death.
No.
You can poison them.
Well, yeah.
You can't suffocate them.
Only if they catch you.
This is true. You suggesting building a squirrel gas chamber?
Gas chamber, no. But if you caught a squirrel and you have a big pool of water to hand, and nobody else is around, who's to say you didn't
Mesh
just...
cage in a bucket.
Well, who's to say you didn't just grab it and drown it underwater with your bare hand?
You don't bite it, innit?
Only if you grabbed it only if you grabbed it so it could wear it in a way that it can bite you. But if you grabbed it by around the neck, it can't bite you. You can try and claw it, yeah. But if you've done it right, it won't have any purchase. It won't be able to twist and bite you.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
No. You just look at at the biological form of it.
I'm just clarifying for the stream and for the police that you don't have a habit of doing this regularly.
No, I've never done it.
I've been in your garden. You don't have a big pile of dead squirrels.
No, we have the grave of a cat though.
Ah.
Yeah, we had a cat.
Ah.
Had. Unfortunately, his quality of life was at the point where it was just kinda to put him down rather than keep trying to keep him alive. Right. Now we need to go talk to Sturgis again, who's been assigned his own bed. I've assigned everybody their own bed that isn't my bed.
Cool.
Hey, Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
Great. Thanks again.
Sturgis.
I feel better already. Knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't... if we're gonna settle...
I'll start planting right away.
Good deal. This place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow our own food, I think the trouble is, what we need is to get...
I'm on it.
Ah, thanks. It'll make everyone feel more secure.
Corpicale beer intensifies. I think that's Corpicale. I think it's the name of them. But I know they definitely did a song called Vodka.
How you spelling that corporate?
Hang on. Bear with me a second, folks. Corpiclani. Yep. It's called beer.
Evening to morning, morning to evening, I want to drink. Oh, I found my new anthem.
It's less anthem, more story of your life.
Yeah. Got a bottle of that, so just sitting on my side table, but I want to put it in the fridge when I get home tomorrow morning, it'll be cold as well.
Be chilled.
What's wrong with me? Wake up, you idiot.
Do you want me to answer that?
Depends quite how far you're going to go.
Do you want me to answer that?
What's all
You know how savage my tongue can be, right?
Yes. I'd rather them not find out too much and get the institutionalized.
Yeah, like I say, do you want me to answer
In
that?
that case, no.
There you go then.
That's like legit.
You know how much I know about you.
Yeah.
Population 5, food 6, water 30, power 9.
Excellent.
Defense 16. Guard post's got a defensive buff from that particular mod.
Hey, Sturgis.
Wake him up. Just to tell him we built some defences. Don't think he'll thank us, but... Well, he would, but, you know.
Thanks for doing that. We'll all sleep better at night knowing we have some defenses set up. It's been a long road. Yeah,
sleep better at night.
I think this is it.
Yeah. Go back to sleep.
I was glad to help.
Well, I appreciate it. Of course, you know you're welcome anytime. My door's always open to you. Windows, too. Some of the walls, actually, come to think of it. I guess I better get back to it.
He says that, but because we've got the charismatic handyman mod, level up. He doesn't need to do. None of the residents need to do so. Science. But while we're here. We make it on the chemistry bench, don't we? Shit, that's right.
And of course they're using clips from both of them. Episode 2 if I'm not mistaken. Why did I say that?
Because you don't think before you open your mouth?
As I said before, it's one of those things where you just kind of gotta watch it, you know, just once to know how bad it really is.
Yeah, unfortunately most of my audience who know anime already know.
Yeah.
Either by watching it or by word of mouth.
I'd say watch it if you think you can stomach it, just to know how bad it really is. If you think your mind can survive that sort of thing. I mean, there's worse out there, obviously, but... Well, if that's your thing, then go ahead and watch it. If that is your thing, you ever heard of the FBI? They really enjoy that kind of thing. They probably enjoy talking to you about it. Give them a call.
For the second, whilst we clean up here.
Yeah, statistically, there's got to be at least someone that likes that series.
Statistically, yes. Probably, maybe not.
It's like they've got it on their phone and they watch it every single day.
You would have to worry for them greatly. TV has warped my fragile little mind.
It's the sort of person that would not only download that, but keep it on their phone.
Hey, if we get 2 more fibre optics, we can make an orbital strike beacon.
Excellent.
We can turn missiles and frag mines into missile drones.
That's all very good.
Oh yeah.
Matter thing.
Attempt to frenzy targets for 60 seconds.
That's made of money.
Yeah, right, this is a case of less made of money, more you buy them.
Oh. I mean, I've got some non-vanilla stuff on my phone. I imagine.
Wow. Wow.
What the fuck?
So, weighs 20 pounds. Fuck. For 2 screws and 3 steel, we can make throwing knives. But they are incredibly hard to... Oh, wow. Get me 100 nuclear material. Tsar nuke cluster.
We need it. We need to set that off at some point. We need to.
Photon sword. So, if we get a platinum ingot, Type 54 Black Star handgun.
It's in this.
Type 54 Black Star.
Two things. One, when I get home, I'm going to load this game up and find that mod. Two, need to find this out.
Because
For some reason I have a weird obsession with that gun. In the context of that.
the Type 54 Black Star.
Yes. I have a weird obsession with it. Especially in Tokyo TT33.
But it's the Norinco version. The Type 54 and its variants are Chinese copies of the TT33. Basically, that's the death gun.
Yep.
We've got Kirito's sword.
There's literally a... Not just an SAO pack, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
We get 2 more bones. We can strap a Deathclaw gauntlet to our power armor.
Buy me a death claw.
Oh, just find bones. Grenade slot. Or regular. So I mean, rank 2 of science for that. But unfortunately, as good as that is, it's not as good as we'd expect because you still do the because you do a standard-ish power fist animation, downward swipe, but rather than keep it going.
The chainsaw and a power fist beware the heresy.
Yeah, we tested that one out. Remember?
Well, that's the tagline, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Heresy.
We need to go up several more levels to craft the Crusader fist, though. Of course. PP7 special issue. Oh, yeah.
Ow. Ow.
Do you really need that answering? You get a fully automatic hunting rifle.
Literally screwed my head over.
LMG in 308.
That's a thing.
We need local leader perk for it.
That's a thing.
For 100 gold ingots, somehow, we can get the Hecate.
How do you get gold ingots?
Don't know. Like, we know where we can find a few of them,
But not 100.
basically. Though, for 1,000 pre-war money, we can get one. And 1,000 gold ingots, we can get a platinum ingot. Which gives us 30,000 gold, 30,000 nuclear material, 27,850 adhesive.
I need that platinum ingot.
And 1 gold ingot gives us 888 gold from that. For one, the battleship pictured there is Musashi. The ship girl pictured there is Haruna.
See, I knew you would pick out more like that.
Yeah.
If anyone's going to, it's going to be you.
Obviously.
You've got a you basically though. It comes to
Where though, really, shouldn't we just take that for the hell of it?
Oh yeah.
Punching a power armor in the core or a car will kill you. They're not kidding. We have tested this.
But as for the answer to that question there, my answer is yes.
On
ships.
Yeah.
Answer is yes.
Right, bearing in mind, I've just quick saved just to prove a point here, folks. Right, looks like a regular power fist.
Are you sure there isn't someone more suited to all this?
We are proving a point. I love the name though, Buddha's Fist.
Yeah.
Right, there is a car. An unexploded car Right there.
Sitting there for 200 years waiting for someone to punch it. Yeah.
I noticed it somehow turned into a Gatling laser.
Somehow.
Yeah. Like I said, they're not wrong. That will literally kill you.
Oh. You've got a power brick similar to that. Because it's got the thing on the top.
No, I don't. Mine's different shape.
Yeah, but your plug's on the top of the brick, isn't it?
Yeah.
All mine are on the bottom, or the side.
I've got one that's on top, one that's in the middle.
For some reason Samsung and Amazon like making them to the side. No, I've only ever got those two, so...
Right, now we need to continue heading east to Ten Pines Bluff. Or Ten Pines Bluff, rather.
Somebody's rough, somebody's ripped you.
No, just 10 very ripped trees.
Who was that one guy?
Yo, dog, do you even photosynthesize?
Who was that guy that was sort of a tree and like brought up through? That had been, like,
Harold.
Yeah, him. Him, but good. Him after JoJo's.
Nah, just the end. And that's and people don't know that's a Metal Gear reference. Punch the dog's face off. You realize with this we could one-shot a Deathclaw, right?
Yeah. Is there anything you couldn't one-shot?
Without killing us? Probably not.
What about Preston?
You can't one-shot Story Essential.
He's basically uncanny.
Yeah.
Someone needs to make a mod.
Because bearing in mind, Preston is a companion.
Someone needs to make a mod with a power like a hammer, specifically designed so it can kill Preston.
No, you just go into the console commands, remove the essential flag from him, then you can kill him.
Yeah? Crop's coming in pretty good.
Unfortunately, we can't do that in this, because obviously console.
We don't get the console commands because we are...
Excuse me.
On the thing.
What do you want? We don't need
Well,
any
we are
more
on a
trouble around here.
game console, not PC.
It's okay. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them
Yep.
passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come. Most people don't put much stock.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks, stealing food and supplies. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
Thanks, friend. If you folks are for real this time, it'll be a welcome change for the better.
That may or may not be me.
Yep. Oh, look, they've given me a mission to go kill all the raiders in the Corvega assembly plant.
And there's going to be a lot of raiders in an area.
They've told us to go kill raiders in an area where we're going to go and kill raiders. We just have to fight our way through Lexington first.
Right. Did you see the thing that was just cut into the FBI?
Oh, I saw it. Why do you think I chuckled?
FBI intensifies. Kudomo no Jikai intensifies.
Yep.
Once again, it's one of those series that you watch, but you don't tell people you've watched.
Yeah, Sure. Let's go with that. I'm not very convincing, am I? That rad roach thought it could fight me. You are so small! It's funny to me!
To be fair, Kodomo no Jikan's not that bad. It's not a hentai.
Yeah, I suppose.
Kind of edgy, but... Well, someone saw a comment that basically he justified it as it's fine because the male character isn't looking to fuck her. He's very much not looking to fuck her, and she's very much not taking the hit.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't make it any better.
True, but oh, well, when they finally drag me up in court, and whatever it is.
You realize the FBI has no jurisdiction in the UK, though.
Good.
However, MI6 does, but that's more the CIA equivalency.
Do you reckon they care about weaves?
Maybe. If they do, we're all in trouble.
Oh god, that's a stupid idea. The Queen is secretly a weave.
Now I'm not sure whether or not I need to take you out the back and shoot you, or just grab the hammer.
Why, because I've gone mad, or because I'm suggesting treason?
Yes.
What's going wrong with a Queen being a weave?
Yeah, well, you know where I stand on that. I don't mean like full on, like unironic weave. Oh, so not like us then.
Nah. Well, kind of like us, because as we said before, weavy but self-aware.
Yeah.
Not like unironically Naruto running or using random Japanese words as English sentences.
That you know of.
Don't intentionally use Japanese words in my sentences.
Yeah. But you said we, implying both of us.
Oh, so you do those sorts of things then?
No.
I mean...
I have on occasion, just... You know.
Just because.
Yeah.
I do ironically sometimes.
Ironically or unironically?
I'm going to say ironically.
Just for the record, basically.
Yeah, because I'm obviously being recorded. When they drag this up in court, doing it ironically.
Not close enough for that.
Next time we're trying to catch a bus, you just Naruto running towards it.
Oh no, I'm not that bad. Ah, damn it! We need mini nukes.
Like, we're gonna miss the bus. Pulls out headband.
We need the nukes. That way we can call in airstrikes.
Sound effective evil hand whipping everything.
Excellent. Yes, my fingers are tented. To go with the Mr. Burns impression. Of course, the downside to the designator is, because it fires nukes, there is a couple of second delay, but also, if you fire it too close to yourself,
you're gonna get cooked.
Less cooked, more strewn across half the map. Well, half the local vicinity.
You're gonna be a highly irradiated mist.
Oh no, that's only going to be everything above your neck. And you are now hearing that in the sniper's voice, in your head, manually. Yeah. Everything above your neck's going to be a fine red mist. No, I don't do a very good Australian accent.
I can't do Australian.
I used to have a vaguely passable, stereotypical one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I used to be able to do a very stereotypical Australian accent. But no.
As you know, I can't do voices in the slightest, so...
I would imagine it's very hard to do a voice.
Oh god. That's from a... I know, I feel like I've seen this from something.
Yeah, it's from Strike Witches.
I was going to say, I know I've seen that before. I'm sure it wasn't
Season 1. Or the movie.
And I'm sure it wasn't on that website. Yeah, the one that's recently been... recently come back.
Uh-huh.
For one, the animation quality looks too good.
We have 50,000 nukes.
Think it's enough?
Never. No such thing.
I know, what if a Ragbert shows up? What are we going to do? Not drop 100 nukes on it? Just going through anime memes at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Context is why we start laughing every couple of seconds.
Ah, you.
Oh yeah, I laugh a lot, show you something occasionally, you find it funny.
Only sometimes.
Oh, my Facebook's frozen up. You know who to blame.
God damn it, Aqua.
Context is, I'm scrolling through a particular Facebook page and it's frozen on a picture of Aqua. So it's clearly her fault.
Well, she is useless.
Does she have any use whatsoever?
Only one.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. We know what we're talking about.
If anybody else does, there's probably a problem.
Unless, of course, they've got a similar mindset.
Are we pack rats now, Bob?
In which case...
When we finally get able to pick master rank locks, we'll re-enable the Patriot mod so we get the that explosive minigun.
Nice.
So the one we're currently carrying is better because it's got the same stats, but it has it's 50% more ammo. 750 as opposed to 500.
Excellent.
Now that we have our nukes, let's go to the Wildwood Cemetery, make our way back to Lexington. We've got 50,000 nukes and an airstrike.
Yeah.
Of course, you know all the pre-war money we keep finding and constantly respawns. I suppose it'd be very easy, thanks to that, to get a lot of gold ingots.
Yep.
Plus, there's never really a use for gold when crafting. No.
Solid gold pistol. Probably a solid gold pistol would blow up after about a round or two. It would be stupidly heavy.
Well, yeah, it'd also not work because you'd have no moving parts. You'd make it out of because you've just cast it out of a single piece, casted it in a single piece out of gold.
Yeah.
You'd have no moving parts, therefore you'd have no action, no firing pin or anything. It would just not work. You wouldn't even have anywhere to put a bullet.
I think I I think I can tell
You'll have literally just made a piece of a gun-shaped piece of gold.
Assuming I made a gun in a normal fashion, but used gold instead of any of metal. Probably wouldn't work in the first place, because I imagine you can't make it straight away.
Gold is a very soft metal.
Yeah. And even if you say only made the parts, like the parts that couldn't be made of gold, you had to make out of, say, steel. If you did that, but it was predominantly gold, still blow up after a couple of rounds, if not just one. I think the barrel was all gold. I can't imagine that working.
Nope.
What about a gold bullet? That's what we have.
Too soft.
Stupid and massive waste of money.
Very much so. That's why silver bullets are really not a good idea.
Yeah, unless you're fighting werewolves.
Even then, I know from you're talking from the myth point of view, but
if I was actually fighting someone in the real world, but could be just the size and drink and whatnot. Nice.
3-in-1.
I wouldn't want a fancy pistol, I'd want a minigun.
If you're fighting a werewolf, you need serious firepower. Like, if it's close enough that you're able to use things like a shotgun or a handgun on it, it's too close.
It's not a warthog.
Yeah.
That's what you want to have.
Well, let's put it this way: you'll be able to stake it through the other side of an engine block.
Is there anything currently living that the A10 Warthog can't make not living?
Are you sure you want me to answer that?
Nothing there now. I think the answer's what I need.
Like I said, are you sure you want me to answer it?
Yeah. If it moves, that can make it not move. If it doesn't move.
It probably should have.
Yeah. Just like there's a bridge just like getting out of the way.
Pretty much.
Single guy.
Bearing in mind there were turrets there as well.
He's dead.
Yes.
I thought he didn't die for a second.
There's no such thing as overkill. There is only open fire and I need to reload.
But reload your mini nukes.
Yes.
How does this work? Is like an artillery gun nearby or
Airstrike.
Oh, okay, so it's just a plane flying overhead.
That's what we're supposed to believe, yes.
With a near infinite supply of mini nukes.
Yes.
Because video games.
Well, that worked.
Yeah, yes it did.
You know what perk we need to get next?
Go on.
Bloody mess.
Oh yes.
That way we have a chance to actually chunk the corpses as well. Oh. We gotta move, we gotta move, we gotta move.
Like it. Lennius.
Hello? Hello? Are there any raiders, any potential witnesses I may have to, dissuade of what they saw? Hello? I don't think there's anybody.
Well, it's like a piece of face on the ground.
But is the face cooked?
More cooked.
Yeah, I know. Raw face is just gross. There's our one per stream. We're not obligated in any way, literally, but by this point we are practically obligated by just sheer amount of times that we do so.
I really need to re-watch that and like write down like,
all the funny bits.
All the ones that I could somehow see being usable in the context of Fallout.
I'm sorry, what was that? It's hard to hear you over the sound of Melting City!
Perfect for these mods.
Yes, it would.
You probably got, assuming that buildings are destroyable like that, you probably could help the city with these.
Ow!
Ow.
That was
help on? What number is that? I don't see what it is.
3. That was some fall damage.
Oh my god.
Ow!
3 health.
My fault for sprinting with this thing.
You're trying to be Thor.
Thor? No.
So basically that's not really fly, but jump.
Jump good. You can fly. No, no, jump good.
I know that's my thing, I don't know what it's from.
Samurai Jack.
That was it.
The original series.
Like I know it's from something I've watched, it's just...
The creatures that Jack meets that have that massive jump height.
Yeah.
Because Aku kept holding the portal just out of Jack's jump height.
Yeah.
And in the episode he then meets these creatures and they teach him how to jump good. To be fair, they're ghouls. Exactly.
They've got slightly different, like, patterns, they're like old school classes.
They mix up the John Romero, well, not John Romero, they mix up the classic Romero shambling zombie and the more modern running zombie, like Left 4 Dead.
It's even World War Z.
Nope.
Zombies are nice.
I know. I know.
Like, they could properly run.
Yep. And they're also attracted by sound.
Yeah.
So, just set up a kill zone. Or Iron Maiden.
Loud.
And just lure them to their death.
Yeah. See, that's probably what if you try real world things for more than 5 minutes, you can think of a pretty good solution.
Yeah. In the case of zombies, shooting them in the central body mass like you're trained to as a soldier doesn't work.
Yeah.
So you have to go against your training and shoot, take out the limbs. Well, you're supposed to shoot them in the head, but really, it's such a small target and they're moving and weaving and bobbing.
Yep.
So, when you stop and think for a moment, some kind of powerful weapon and basically saw the legs off.
Yeah. I've always said in the Gurkhas, it's fine in the world.
The problem is the Gurkhas would have to get touched. That is the problem there. The problem is that it's World War Z zombies. They're fast, so by the time you've got your knife out, it's already ripping half your head off.
Assuming zombies are able to retain the skills they learned in life, Gurkha zombie.
Yeah, no, you is fucked.
Yeah.
He was fucked so badly, it's not even funny.
You don't
Yep. Yep.
Is that really what the reputation of them was? It's like
Yep.
war animals.
Yep. Yes, it was.
that's always good, because if the enemy think you've got essentially these sort of like savage, superhuman monstrosities just on chains ready to lose them, they're probably not going to want to fight you as much.
Yep. Especially if they're forces like conscripts. You know, guys who are forced into it, have no real stake in it, and they're just fighting because their bosses are making them fight.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, when you stop and think for a moment, the entire Falklands conflict was ultimately a political conflict. Right? You know, the islands have been disputed many a time, primarily because of how close they are to the to Argentina, whom we legitimately bought them off of, like prior to the 1800s or something along those lines. Honest, we legitimately got the islands. The military junta at the time were in 1982 were on the cusp of social rebellion, i.e. people were that unhappy they were getting ready to revolt.
Yeah.
And they decided they'll take the Falklands from Britain and beat off any attack and, you know, just showcase the might of the Argentinian forces and win the political support of the people back. That was their plan. At the same time, Margaret Thatcher was Prime Minister. She was trying to downsize the military. You know what Labour, I believe her party was like at the time. Very much not wanting to spend money on defence, etc., etc.
Yep.
So, at the time, if the junta had waited just a few more weeks, Britain would never have been able to respond, because she was about to axe the Navy and downsize it when they attacked. So we were actually able to muster the Navy and send a force. Marines, the SAS, rifles, Gurkhas, etc. I want to send them all out there. But at the time, we very nearly couldn't. And her entire thing to downsize the military would have been very unpopular as well.
Yeah.
So she needed this to stay in office as well. Ultimately, it turned into a showcase of just why you don't fuck with Britain.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it had been far more a political thing. Argentina was, the military junta was determined to stay in power, and they needed the public approval, otherwise it would have just been the October Revolution all over again. You know, where, you know what the October Revolution was? That was the Bolsheviks taking over. I don't know, the Raiders just seen me calling a nuclear strike. Still think it's smart to try and... Well, then again, they are Raiders, so why am I expecting sanity and rationality out of Commonwealth Raiders? You get more out of the three gangs in Nuka World, and one of them is just a pack of slavering beasts, effectively. And I don't mean the pack. I'm kidding, it is the pack. Oh hey, this guy's actually carrying a micro Uzi.
What's it built around again? Because they didn't make their own custom model, did they? They just put it on something else.
They're using the deliverer. So the PPK. This is actually pretty funny.
Is it full auto?
Obviously it'll be full auto. It's a mini Uzi. It's a micro Uzi. It's an IMI micro Uzi.
I want a micro Uzi.
Yeah. Guess what? You can't have one. It's illegal.
I imagine so. It's both a pistol and a fully automatic weapon.
It's a fully automatic,
Yep.
9mm submachine gun.
I'm assuming those are banned here on several levels.
Yeah, for one, it's fully automatic. You are not allowed a full automatic firearm in Britain unless you're in the military.
As much as I'm not fond of the weapons here, they do make sense.
Some of them do. Some of them are just panic and response to other incidents.
At least we actually respond to them.
There's that. Oh, want to keep that one.
Didn't shotguns get cut down a while ago? The tube mag says.
The tube mag, yes.
Because if you do cut down a shotgun, that's a problem of its own.
That's a whole different legal problem.
Yeah. Well, I suppose in some way gun laws kind of don't work, because if you're the sort of person who wants a gun to go and, say, commit a massacre or a bank robbery or something,
you're going to fail the background check.
yeah.
So you won't even get a license to utilise a gun in the first place.
You're just going to go to, like...
You're just going to go to the black market.
Exactly.
Which you would have done. Which you'd have had to have done to get an automatic firearm in the first place. So
exactly, yeah.
it doesn't work.
So it doesn't work at all for like people that want to get guns for crimes, but it does stop me, say, owning, for example, a Toka or a single rifle army or something.
Well, revolvers are somewhat legal, I believe.
Are they?
At least in Britain. I'm not 100% on that.
Okay, because I imagine they're more like these days.
You'd still need a firearms license.
Well, of course.
But as far as I'm aware, revolvers are legal in Britain. The ammo is reasonably common as well. Not reasonably. Colts still make the 45 long Colt. Yeah. 45 LC, the precursor to the 45 ACP round, is still in production.
Original single action arms, do you reckon they're the sort of old gun that you can still shoot, or the sort of thing we should keep it in a case and just like...
They're still usable, as long as you know how to take care of it.
It's like classic cars, some of them you still drive around, some of them you just want to preserve.
Sort of, yes.
I've seen some very old cars. I don't know
Green looks like it's got looks like the dashboard has come out of a jet fighter.
I think it did, yeah.
Very big, beefy grille. Lightish green. I've got a picture of the one I think you're on about.
I know it did have a big grill on the front.
I have a picture of the one I think you're on about on my I'll pull it up on my computer rather than Facebook. I'll be able to find it quicker. Because like I said, I think I know the one you're on about. Filter to the pictures folder. So bear with me a couple of minutes, folks. I've got to focus on this to get the to the right photo.
Because you can't look for a photo and kill things at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not that good at splitting my attention. I mean, nominally I could, but I might miss the vehicle and have to scroll back through again.
The most I can multitask is play Fate Go and eat a sandwich at the same time.
Right, I'm pretty sure this is the one.
That looks it, yeah.
Hang on.
Just from the thumbnail.
Can't tell from the thing if it's a rover or not, because there are a couple that share a similar body shape.
I think it was a rover. Once again, I'm not exactly an expert on old cars, so...
Well, Rover you can generally tell from the badge because it's the Viking longship. If it's a really early Rover, it's got the longship, but it's also got a Viking on there. There's two separate badges. Yeah, it's a Rover. You've got the Viking badge. That grill like that.
Oh, is that what that badge is?
Yeah, it's a Viking longboat from the front.
So that's what it... I've always wondered what that was. That's what it is. Okay, no. Yeah, that is what I saw, yeah.
You see the gauges like that? I know exactly what that car is.
I didn't see the inside of the dashboard.
But that dash, if you look, clearly looks like it's been taken out of a plane. You've got turbine outlet, compressor, fans.
Is it actually taken out of a plane?
Pretty much, for very good reason. Because that car is a Rover Jet 1R.
Wow.
The Rover Jet 1 gas turbine. Built in Solihull, 1949 to 50. There are about 3 of these in existence.
About 3 of them?
One of them, the Jet 1 specifically, is at the London Science Museum. And tests, the prototype reached a top speed of 88 miles an hour, which is 142 kilometers an hour. Being shown in the UK and the US in 1950, it was further developed, subjected to speed trials at the Jabek Highway in Belgium in June 1952, where it exceeded 150 miles an hour. That's 240 kilometers. 152.691 miles per hour. And it is literally gas turbine powered.
That's definitely an idea.
Yeah.
Why didn't take off? Literally. You know what I mean? I was saying why didn't... More common, but... Why didn't take off?
You do realise the only you do realise what spoilers on sports cars are actually used for, right?
I get the rough idea.
So they literally don't take off. Spoilers provide downforce to mitigate the upthrust that comes from their heavily aerodynamic design.
First question: if you took, say, I don't know, like supercars.
Excellent.
Okay, whatever Ferrari's got these days. You put some wings on it and went down like a runway as fast as you could. Would it like get off the ground a little bit?
It would probably go more than a little bit off the ground.
I mean, I can't imagine it fly very well, but...
Yeah, no, it would go nose first into the ground and explode and kill you.
Yeah.
Obviously, it wouldn't actually explode because Mythbusters have proved that that is actually bullshit.
No, but what a way to go. Flying Ferrari accident.
Well, your eulogy would definitely be unique.
He was killed in a flying supercar.
Yeah, but which is more funny? Flying supercar or Bearnado?
A Bearnado you don't see off.
Alright, Canada, what's up? Yeah. Flying bear kills 2 in freak accident. We don't see this kind of thing around here often, was the quote. It was the police officer's quote. Yeah. Often. You realise this isn't the first time that this has happened.
I go to Canada one day, there's just a bear flying by. Like, what the fuck was that?
Flies by, nearly takes your head off.
That's alright, that happens every now and then. That's just Jeff, he's launching bears again.
Yeah, you do realize we need a mod that creates a tornado of Yaogwai.
I can't imagine how that would work, but...
You kind of want to see it happen.
Of course.
A thrown grenade that has the effect that it spawns not only a tornado, so you have to come up with a tornado, but in the tornado are Yaogwai.
Yes.
And anything that gets sucked in there gets absolutely ripped apart by bears. And you know what would be even more hilarious?
Go on.
If you added a homing function as well.
Oh, fuck.
There is no escape from the Bearnado! And this is why you should never let me have ideas.
Yeah. Well, I think of stupid stuff, but you kind of got me beaten today.
Unfortunately for you, I always have ideas.
Yeah. And I've thought of some cults in my time, but you've got me beaten today.
Who said anything about it being a cult?
Yeah, like I said, that's what I think of usually.
You think of the cult of the bucket. I just come up with the most crazy, random, absurd bullshit I can possibly come up with. Then wonder either how can I make this better or how can I actually make this reasonably sane. That's actually what I have to do with character ideas. I come up with something, it's usually completely crazy and random. I then have to work out what can I do to make this idea actually reasonable and sane.
I'm now just thinking of insane versions of characters you've told me about.
Completely off the wall ones.
Boosh.
Oh no, that's actually reasonably tame. If I wanted her to be completely absurd, I would have basically, she would have basically just been more human form Godzilla.
Okay.
She can't do everything that that Godzilla can do.
Okay. Off the wall star.
No, that one actually started out as a relatively tame idea anyway.
Okay.
I did have two different ideas for her power. One was basically super speed.
Yep.
The other was the one that we ultimately went with, which you read the description for.
Yay.
I've told you enough times.
Yeah, but...
Radiant Road. The Leiden Frost effect thing that she can generate. We've got no silenced weapon at the moment.
Do you not think they already know we're here?
Hey.
No.
So you've got the first weapon, so you think... No.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Grenade that blows up like a nail
I have no idea what they're up against. Who they are.
So up against what the slightly crazy destroyer with humanoid destroyer with
an anchor.
God knows how
We got a home run.
God, you were saying what we... One. Two, you can't.
Kind of the pun.
Three.
He's funny, okay? He has his moments. Wrong kind of moment.
One minute, I'm just next thing I know, Somehow I'm in the middle of it.
That's not a moment.
I was just getting warmed up.
Clarify, folks, I am joking.
Maybe.
I usually wind up in Tamworth.
Like I said, you said you were joking. That's why I said maybe.
Yeah.
Even Mr. Handy. Did you forget Mr. Handy's have those?
I know they do, but like, you talk like a button. Don't quit, dude!
Yeah.
What household chores do you know of a flamethrower and a buzzsaw?
Cooking meat and carving it.
Dealing with little salesmen. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Mess, yes.
Which has been buffed 25% damage. Oh yes, because we've got the skills pack. Skills pack. So things like bloody mess have been buffed.
Oh fuck yes.
Better criticals now do 100%. Rather than like 20%. Sneak's been buffed. At base it's 50. Rather than like 10%.
Yeah.
%200 longer. 50, 25, double 50, twice as long. This local leader we needed to get there, so we need 2 more points of charisma and a level of local leader, so we need 3 more levels there. Oh sweet, they've buffed up adamantium skeleton as well.
Excellent.
50%, limb damage is now reduced to 0, limb damage is completely eliminated, and you heal over time. You become Wolverine.
So proper adamantium skeleton then?
Mm-hmm.
Where are the claws?
I don't think you get the claws.
Aww. There needs to be a mod for the claws.
Bearing in mind, you can just equip a Deathclaw gauntlet.
There are claws now. You can, at some point, just do a Wolverine playthrough.
With the skills
yeah.
mod. Of course, because we now have bloody mess. You know where this is going, right?
Down the drain.
I don't think there is a drain that can handle all this.
Oh man, come back! I was having fun.
I don't think there is a drain that can handle that. That's the point.
Pulls in the plumber, just like, what's the problem? Well, I tried to chunk this guy and put him down the sink, and now it's broken.
Come on out.
You realize you just caused the plumber to rage quit by doing that.
There's bits of raw face stuck in here. It's gross.
I know. I thought they'd be cooked more.
Yeah.
No sign of him now.
We've got to stop repeating the same one in the same stream.
Yeah.
Got it.
You know what would make the situation better though? Having a giant fan. Because then we could push people into it. Of course. The people have spoken. Vive la resistance! You pushed the resistance leader into a giant fan. He was a traitor and a scoundrel. He was trying to stop you from pushing other people into a giant fan.
Everyone's still alive.
I thought everyone's still up. Codsworth, have you met me before?
We've met the lawyer.
I'm not a bloodthirsty monster. I just want to I just want them to be introduced to my anchor.
Why don't you just die?
If they happen to fall onto the point of the anchor with their rectum, it's not my fault.
This is true, I suppose.
It's not.
In my head again.
You're welcome.
I can't get it out of my head.
Oh, that helps them. Doing the bash attack with this doesn't make that noise. Yeah. Well, at least we now know. I'm trying to make it stop. Or even a super gun. With a sword and cannon. To be fair, that was one of the most hilarious crashes we've ever had. We didn't stream that one, that's when we were testing them out.
That was just the most ridiculous thing.
And absolutely hilarious. We caused the game to crash via frame rate lag.
Sweet.
Because, of course.
It was a super yeet gun. Yeah, that is true. Many yeets were had. Oops. Didn't need to drink the water.
Sound of the pneumatic drill going off. It's basically just a pneumatic drill, isn't it?
Pretty much. Right. Just for those who don't believe we know what a super yeet, we know about a super yeet gun that beats the yeet gun of the cosmic cannon with the sonic barrel. Just no, just
you can
no.
Go back to the base and grab it.
Yes.
Things need to be yeeted, and we are the ones to yeet them.
Stop trying to sing it under your breath.
Or should I sing it out loud?
No.
Why though?
You know why.
Copyright or the strike for swearing, whatever?
It's not really a strike for swearing. More copyright. But he's clearly belting out the lyrics. They are a bit more obvious.
If I knew Chinese, I'd do it in that. Irish Chinese one. Oh, I don't speak Hungarian, so I can't sing it in that either.
We are now 1 pound overweight. No! Where do you think I'm going? Do you see a cliff within 5 feet of me? There you go then. Why don't you go 10 foot that way? You might find one. Turns out it's 5.5 feet away. We have to do that every time we accidentally do that, aren't we?
Yes. I don't want to test what happens if you do it in the power armor. I can't imagine the mod maker ever thought we'd be using that with the bash attack and with other mods installed that are probably more sort of...
Oh, it's a 15 round mag. Yeah, and this one uses the broadsider as the model. Right, now we are returning to the Corvega assembly plant to prove a point.
What, by yeeting people?
And to prove a point that this thing is the super yeet gun.
Because yeet.
That's what you want. I'm just here to prove a point.
What, the point at the end of your sword?
No. I'm not carrying a sword. I'm carrying a spear, a hammer, and an anchor.
Oh well. Look. I'm now just for some reason imagining fixing bayonets to every possible weapon.
Well, most guns can, in some form or another, in this game, take a bayonet.
Pistols?
Yes?
Broadside?
No?
Like, real world, every gun, like...
The minigun can.
Yep.
The missile launcher, I believe, can. The shotgun can. The assault rifle can. Every rifle in the game can.
Yep.
Well, ballistic rifles. None of the energy weapons can take one.
That's nice. But we still use bayonet shots.
Yep.
Bayonet mounted to a tank. And of course it's a 2-scale bayonet. Basically just a big sword sword.
Oh, it's on! Picking up hostile
Got no left. We killed everything already anyway.
So the blade's like laying flat on the end. And however, not possible, I imagine it's not physically possible. Have the turret spin as fast as possible.
It's very slow.
Yeah. Oh well, I imagine there's a number of reasons why the turret can't go as fast as possible.
For one, the weight of it.
Yeah.
The turret is that heavy that the motor still takes time.
I mean, the amount of armor you said about, yes, the Challengers.
Yeah.
That's gonna be not exactly light.
I think it's on average about 50 to 55 tons.
For an average tank.
For the full Challenger,
Oh,
yes.
for the Challenger specifically.
Yeah. And we outright sneak attack.
You can see how spamming this thing
Killed our game when we were testing this.
and killed us from laughter.
Oh, I don't know. I was still breathing, barely.
It's alright for you, I'm an asthmatic. Really killed me, that did.
Your own fault for liking yeeting so much. No. Asthma isn't a choice.
But it's not my fault I'm not in better shape. I could work on that, but...
You're getting there with your job.
Get it.
Yeah, but you work hard.
I get shit done.
You are not Honsu.
I can't say I've ever done that sort of thing.
Yet.
There are many things I can't do in my life. There are many immoral things I intend to do at some point. That is not one of them.
Yet. Do you want me to answer that?
Yes.
Do you really want me to answer that?
If you think I'm that level of fucked up, then...
Are you sure I'm also just not... are you also sure I'm not just winding you up?
I'd be trying possible, I suppose. Although, I probably wouldn't do that because that's not my thing.
Got it?
Probably going towards like weird fetishes. Yeah, not my thing. I'm not against it, but it's just not my thing.
You're really not helping your argument, are you?
I never said what it was specifically. I mean, people that know the name and know how it's related will know what I'm talking about, but... Like I said...
Again, you're really not helping yourself, are you?
It's not like I'm saying I'm actually into this controversial and somewhat fucked up thing.
Yeah, it's still not helping, is it?
True, but I'm not really trying to help myself.
Yeah, because you're really failing at that.
At this point, the best thing I could possibly do is put down the shovel. No, I think you put down the shovel, gets into the excavator.
You accidentally deleted something.
After things I've said on stream,
Mm-hmm.
by now, if they can't piece together what kind of stuff I've been through, how fucked up my head is, then yeah. To be fair, I'm probably alright. You know,
Maybe.
well, I've not killed anything or done anything particular. So,
Yet.
this is true, I suppose. It's not like I've burned down a village or something.
So far.
I live in a village. Oh, is this a village?
Small town.
Small town.
Because of the population size, we are...
Okay. I want to burn down this village.
Also, you wanted to leave.
I want this place. Let's see it.
That is a compelling argument. For now.
If I go in this town, I figure out and buy new stuff.
Depends on the extent of the burning. Because you don't have to completely destroy everything for it to still count.
Will this set someone's garden on fire?
I don't have to do more than that.
Set everyone's garden's on fire.
Still more than...
Hey.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
Hi.
Somewhere between set your garden on fire and everything go out.
Pretty much.
You find those raiders?
On fire.
Yeah, I took care of him.
No kidding.
Still more than that.
That's the best piece of news we've had around here for a good long time. So
You'd have to destroy at least 2/3 of the village.
If we want things to get better, we've got to start helping each other. So, we're in.
I think I'll just chill.
Look, it's one of them.
You do as I'm going to. I'd have to. When you said that you just chill, I'd have to get the cryolator.
What, frees me for the sake of humanity?
No, just for the pun.
Oh.
Chill out.
Oh god, if you ever somehow got like Mr. Freeze level technology.
You have seen the Batman Forever,
yes.
I believe it was.
Yes, I have.
To be fair, those puns were so bad, they were actually funny in some cases.
Yeah.
Some cases.
You could have any semblance of Ruby, but it has to be one we've already seen. Which one do you go for?
Probably rubies. You realise just how useful having super speed would actually be.
Yeah. Imagine it wouldn't be good to constantly have to clean up those methods.
Oh no, that's just added imagery.
I think they did it at Chibi once.
Yeah.
That's not canon, or at least it's not as
Not exactly canon. Yeah.
What do you call it? Level 2 canon or something?
I don't know.
I think that's what it's called. Could be wrong. Once again, this is me. Usually means, yes, I am wrong. I've been right about something maybe once in these streams.
I think I accidentally nuked Codsworth.
God. He's still fine.
So not in combat, he recovers quickly. Hello? Any ghouls over here?
Got some more nukes for you. Don't think of it, they heal off radiation. Probably like nukes.
They heal off of passive radiation. Explosive force, however.
Yeah. You haven't got us told on that part, because you've got some big radioactive things to give them.
You presume that feral ghouls can comprehend that?
No. I'm not even sure they can comprehend pain.
Well, if they can, if they can, I'm a horrible monster. If they can't, I've been doing it wrong.
How do you make a ghoul feel pain?
By stabbing it until it begs you to stop.
But ferals don't really know how to beg, do they?
Slice its arms and legs off and wait for it to scream in agony.
Chain it to a table, cut it up piece by piece by piece by piece into tiny little jars all over the workshop.
But that takes effort. Just saw the arms and legs off and wait for it to scream.
With a rusty wooden spoon made of plastic.
No. No.
Okay.
Well, with a saw.
Made of
Metal? Duh.
I'm trying to be funny, but I'm too tired this thing.
No, because the the rusty serrated wooden spoon made of plastic is for carving hearts out.
Once again, don't question if you've got a wooden spoon made of plastic that's also rusty and chipped.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the chipped part. Never mind, you can make it chipped very easily.
Well, yeah, you can chip wooden plastic. However, making it rust. What was that that went by? What was it? What was that?
Ghoul corpse. It was the corpse of a ghoul. Because the nuke exploded behind it. You missed your chance. You did not get to say it in time. You were too busy trying to say other things.
Somebody yeeted a ghoul.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Oh, we've got to refine the technique for that and do it again.
It's potluck. If it hits directly, they're not going anywhere. If it hits behind, in any direction other than a direct hit, then they will. So it's,
good music.
Yep. It's the one you already pointed out before.
Is it?
Yeah.
I want to see things right now.
What?
One goes top. And two, things I want from the top.
Well, to be fair, it's 25. It's just after 25 past 4, so we could go to 3.5, call it, and then do that.
Well, it's possible, unless you want to. You don't think we want to call it at this point.
I'm sort of getting hungry anyway.
Yeah.
You realise there's a red scorpion down there.
You know, you can.
Oh no, it's Milo. Hey, he didn't go anywhere.
Ordered the roast crab.
Crabs don't microwave very well. Nah. Doesn't cook them properly.
Well, that sounds like you don't supposed to put crab in a microwave.
No.
Or you know of someone who has.
No, you just generally don't try and cook crab in a microwave. You can't cook meat, regular meat from raw in a microwave. I don't know, but if they do, they're asking to die of food poisoning.
I mean, okay, I was about to say, surely it should be obvious that you can't cook meat in a microwave from raw, but I'm not thinking about it, I have seen people do it in one of those group channels. You know, I was in some sort of terrible food group, or
Yeah.
people that don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
Sorts of people that think that chicken sashimi is okay. Or that, like, raw or well cooked. They literally made or whatever best sashimi that you can cook themselves. You've obviously, you said before, you've trained in like food safety and whatnot.
Yeah.
What happens if you do this?
Not very good things.
Because I feel like it's sort of, at best, food poisoning.
Well, let's put it this way: of all the food poisonings, chicken is one of the worst. I don't mean worst as in it's meh, but worst as in yeah, no, you just don't. You don't fuck with raw chicken.
Sounds particularly unpleasant.
Yeah, no. You know all the horror stories about about uncooked food, particularly chicken, like salmonella and whatnot. Yeah, no. I had to the certificate I did. I had to do covered things like that.
I thought you said you had to deal with someone who had eaten raw chicken.
No, I was only a waiter. I was not a chef, but I still had to do that module.
Because you had to know it for reasons.
Yeah, I had to do foundation food health and hygiene.
Fair enough. I've apparently got to do some safe systems at work thing at the moment soon, but someone's already done it. You say it takes like 4 hours, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't. There's only like 3 or 4 of us in on a night. I can't be out of it for 4 hours. I'm gonna basically. This is not.
They'll probably bring somebody in to cover.
I was gonna say it has to.
But if you are mandated to do X thing,
I've got to do it. I've got to do it.
Yeah. And that said, it's usually up to you to make the arrangements for being unavailable. But typically, this is something they're telling you to do, so they should arguably do it for make the provisos for you. Either that, or you'll have to go in the day instead. And do it.
I suppose it takes 4 hours.
If it's going into going into a full course, then you will probably be out for that length of time. Well, or for most of it, and then you have the and then you have your, what do you call it, the exam afterwards. In my case, it was like self-study, e-learning thing, and they tell you this module will take you 30 minutes or this module will take you an hour.
Yep.
I was doing it in half that. Because I was making notes as I was going, but also because I read very quickly.
Yeah, you do. I've noticed that. You're like, I don't read all that slowly, but same when you were walking. I used to think I walked quite quickly.
Then you met me.
Yeah. Your walking speed is like almost like jogging for a normal person.
Yep. And I don't slow down for nothing.
What, not even the train?
There are no brakes on this train.
Not as a train goes like, fuck you, I'm walking here.
I slow down for nothing. I stop, however, when there are trains coming. There's a difference between stopping and slowing down.
Yeah. That's something else I was looking at earlier. I watched like a lot of like compilation videos on YouTube of people being stupid. Like proper stupid. Like one of them I saw yesterday was people playing chicken with trains.
Yeah, no, that is a bad thing.
That's not. It's not my idea of a good afternoon.
It is a very bad thing.
I mean, talking about like people that obviously do that, but they're worse. But also people that kill themselves on the tracks. And obviously they've got shit going on themselves. I can't blame them. But
Sometimes though, those are accidents, not intentional suicides.
Yeah. But, like, I'm watching a documentary on train drivers in this country. Some of them that end up not killing someone, it's not their fault, but are in the train driving it when someone dies. Some of them, they just shrug it off and carry on with their service. Some of them, they never touch train controls again.
For very good reason. Damn it, we did it again. Shit. It's also a dick move.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've almost made it to the half-hour mark.
Oh. What was the longest stream we did? Like 10 hours or something?
8.
8.
Probably closer to 9.
Back before, obviously, I was. Well, I could get up at like 8 in the morning and be fine for the rest of the day.
But then you crash at stupid o'clock at night in the middle of your shift.
Yeah. And if they're none still not good enough, then they unless it is out the door.
Oh, yeah. We fixed it again. We've made it to the half-hour mark. And we have a plan of what to do next.
Yeah.
Find more shit to shoot and stab. And smack with an anchor.
Where I was sitting, my arm's gone to sleep really badly.
Ha.
I actually can't feel things I'm touching right now. Like, I feel my arm being touched, but I can't feel the other hand doing it.
This is why you don't sit on your hands.
I'll sit with my arm on the side here, which is like I always do when I've got a chair on the back.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Not with that chair.
I'll remember that for later.
Anyway, yeah, we're going to call it for now. Obviously, we'll be streaming this again next week, most likely.
Yep, same time next Thursday, unless something happens, of course.
Yeah, and We may be doing more Sniper Elite streaming during next week.
Possibly, yes.
Because surgery on Nazis is hilarious.
Indeed.
By way of bullet.
Yeah.
Oh,
my mouth's got all cold and tingly.
Yeah. So yeah, do leave us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know in the comments section what you think. And we do apologise for the pneumatic drill noises. We at the time when it first happened, we didn't realise that was going to happen.
Yep.
The second time, we found out why it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
The third time was an accident.
Yeah.
And yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get that. We'll remember for next time, so we won't do that again. And hopefully we'll see you next time. So until then, it's a goodbye from me.
And a goodbye from him.